JBN will keep you informed. Clarendon Death Squad saga continues. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, leave us a comment and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items. A forensic pathologist yesterday testified that Andrew Bisson was not shot at close range. Bisson was allegedly killed by 3 policemen in Hayes Clarendon. Andrew Bisson was killed in his one-room house in Cornpeace District, Hayes on September 5, 2011 during a police operation. The witness said the body was not darkened and did not have burn marks, explaining that those markers would have been present if Bisson was shot within 1 meter of a gun. Testifying in the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston at the trial for Detective Corporal Kevin Adams, District Constable Howard Brown and Constable Bucknor, the forensic pathologist also insisted that his opinion that the deceased was lying on his back when he sustained the last 2 gunshot wounds was independent. During the murder trial of the 3 policemen in the Home Circuit Court, the government pathologist who had performed the post-mortem on Bisson's body testified that the victim was shot 4 times, once in the left ear, once in the abdominal area, and twice in the region of the chest. However, he told jurors that based on his examination, the victim would have received the first shot in the abdominal area, which would have caused him to crouch. Hence, the second shot would have hit him in his left ear, and the last 2 shots would have been fired while he was laying on his back after falling to the ground. When asked to elaborate on how he had arrived at that assessment, the doctor explained that when an individual is shot while lying on a hard surface, blood was unable to exit the wound in a straight manner. Instead, it flows in typical type exit, which is well known in forensic medicine. The jurors were also told that Bisson would have died within minutes after receiving the gunshot to his left ear, which had damaged his skull, and that based on how quickly he had died, there had been passive bleeding. Valerie Nita Robertson had suggested that he came to that conclusion based on information provided to him by the Independent Commission of Investigations, INDECOM. This is after he testified that he had received information about the case from INDECOM as well as the police. The witness indicated that he came to the conclusion based on the blood stains on the floor and information about the crime scene. Early in the proceedings, lead prosecutor Caroline Hay disclosed that 2 hollow-point bullets that were retrieved from the victim's body did not match any of the firearms of the 3 policemen, including Brown's licensed firearm, which he had in his possession on the day of the incident and had surrendered for testing. She also stated that 2 additional bullets were found on the scene did not match any of the policeman's weapons. He pointed out that 2 spent shells that were recovered had matched the service pistols of Adams and Bucknor. The court, however, heard last week that INDECOM is trying to locate those 2 spent shells. Inspector Balvith Thomas, who was then a sergeant at the Maypen police station, where the men were assigned, during cross-examination from Brown's attorney Dwight Reese, said that hollow-point bullets are not issued by the Jamaica Constabulary Force. He also testified that a firearm was recovered from Bisson on the day he was killed. During further cross-examination from Ravel Golding, one of Adams' lawyers, Inspector Thomas testified that a returning resident was murdered in Clarendon a few days before the incident with Bisson, and that on the day of his death, police were involved in a shootout with men in relation to the returning resident's murder. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, leave us a comment and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.